Once again, Toastmaster Sangita, speech title, From Dictator to Coach. From Dictator to Coach, Toastmaster Sangita.
Thank you.
Over to you.
Have you ever thought that you were someone only to discover that you are someone else now? Like, you really thought that you're tough, but then you found out that you are that someone who always cries watching the Disney movies, and for that matter, Bollywood buffs. At least that's what my leadership style is. Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, a very good evening to each one of you.
Good evening.
For the longest time, I was convinced I had what I like to call the dictator style of leadership, the intimidating one.
Wow.
You know, the one where you imagine yourself standing on the mountain, blowing the cap, and the evil themed music playing at the background, and shouting, "Do this, do that, no questions asked." At least that's what I saw myself. I even imagined myself with a theme song, something dramatic like Darth Vader's Imperial March. You got the idea, right? But then, reality came knocking. As part of my personal development, I took the leadership pathway survey. I thought it will be like very simple questions. I thought it will be just a formality. I mean, the results would obviously confirm my supreme ruler status, right? The survey began with innocent questions. How do you motivate others? That's required, right? To be a leader, you have to motivate others. How do you address conflicts? Easy ones. In my mind, I already answered in my dictatorial flair. Motivate others? I just command. How do I sort out the conflict? I just give a look and it just disappears. And so, with great confidence, I submitted my answers. I sat back, ready for the survey to declare me the almighty leader I thought I was. Rather, I knew I was. And then the results came in. Coaching leadership style with a mix of democratic leadership style. Wow. I had to refresh the page. I thought there must be a technical glitch. That's why I'm getting these answers. Because I thought the only vote that mattered in my world was mine. The more I read, the more I realized I wasn't this fearsome dictator I thought I was. But no, instead, I am that leader who is like, how do you feel about it? What's your opinion about it? At first, I resisted. I mean, democratic, coaching, where is the fun about it? How was I supposed to have my flowing cape on? And that's where I realized that that is not something what I used to, think about myself. And I started reflecting on my actual experiences leading the teams and projects. And it hit me because whenever there is a decision came up, I was asking for inputs. I started collaborating with the team. I started guiding them, supporting them to grow, instead of just barking orders. Apparently, I was a coach, not a dictator. No cape, no theme music, just gentle acknowledgement. Let me share something which happened with me a couple of years ago. I was leading a project at work and we were in a crunch. I thought, all right, this is where dictator me steps in. But instead of laying down the law, I found myself saying, so team, what do you think the best approach should be? And then everyone had ideas. And guess what? They had the best ideas with them. One of my team member, Naveen, he had some plan. But the dictator me would have said, thanks Naveen, we will file that under never. But the coach in me said, let's hear more about it. As Naveen explained, it became clear that his idea was better than mine. I was horrified. And here I was, the supposed all-powerful leader, realizing that sometimes the best thing I could do was let someone else lead, right? The experience taught me an important aspect of life. I had always associated leadership with control, authority. But when I found out that leadership is about empowering others, guiding them, and yes, sometimes even stepping aside, I learned that coaching and democratic leadership is not about being soft or indecisive. It's about recognizing the value in collaboration and the power of trust. And guess what? The team performed better than earlier. They succeeded, and I felt I succeeded. Fellow Toastmasters, while I may never get to wear the dictator cape or have an evil theme song, but I found my true leadership style. It's not about ruling from the top of a mountain. It's about helping others climb theirs. If I have learned anything in this, leadership is less about controlling the outcome and more about guiding the process. And who knew? Apparently, Apparently, I'm a pretty good coach. So the next time you are convinced you are something you are not, whether it's a dictator or a Disney villain, take a moment, reflect, and maybe, just maybe, you will find you are something even better. I found my leadership style. Have you? Thank you.